Hey everybody, this is Holden with FinalExpenseMastery.com. Today I want to talk to you about why they sent the card in. A key phrase that I have when I'm in the home, when I'm doing one of the 3 reasons why someone sent the card in. 1, they don't have any insurance. 2, they have insurance, it's not the right type. 3, they got insurance, but they need more. Okay, here's the reality of the situation. I need to find out which one of those 3 reasons it is. 1, you can ask directly, doesn't work good for me. I do it in more about roundabout type situation type way. I go ahead and I figure out why they need it by me fact finding them telling me why, which seems to work more effectively for me. So once I find that why, even if it's not the why that they sent the card in, even if it's not the why that they sent that card in, here's what I say. That's probably why you sent this card in, isn't it? It is. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. You know, anytime someone goes through that situation, it's difficult. So let me give you an example. Let me give you a scenario. So you saw the voice inflections. You saw the tonality change. That's what makes me a good salesperson. Here's what we want to focus on, okay? Let's tell a little story real quick. Sat down with a client, was sitting across from him. He was telling me how a week ago his wife had died. She had been in hospice care in the home. When I had the card, her name was on it and she was still alive. By the time that I got to him, she had passed. So when I was sitting down, I was talking with him, and we went over that. I didn't do it right away, right? Specifically and strategically, I was able to come back to the point. Once we went through the little situation, when he first said it, you know, it kind of hits you. We're human beings. We're emotional by nature. I was like, geez, that's terrible, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, wow, geez, it hit me too. It was hard, right? You're sitting in the same home where a week ago they just took his wife out of the home, brought her to the morgue, and they just did a cremation for her because they didn't have the money to do a funeral because she didn't have life insurance. Now, when we get to the point where we're going to loop back around and touch on that topic, that's when I'm going to go ahead and say that phrase. So, you know, John, I know you said that your wife had passed away, and that's absolutely terrible. I know you said you didn't have enough money to do the burial that you wanted to do, and you had to do a cremation just because it cost. The reality is, John, we don't have to go down that road. That's probably why you sent this card in, isn't it? It is. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, that makes sense. A lot of people are just like you. They don't want their family to be burdened. They don't want to end up not having the services that they wish that they would have had, right? And that's why this whole entire program exists, is to make sure in the end of the day, when you pass away, your family's taken care of. They don't have to struggle. They only have to deal with the emotional burden, just like you're dealing with, not the financial. So like I said, my job's real simple. I'm just going to get you qualified. If something makes sense for you, perfect. We'll go from there, but I don't collect any money or anything along those lines. And that's the pitch. Okay? You saw the change in tonality. Shoulders down. Chest isn't out, right? More relaxed. You saw those voice inflections when I'm using them at specific times during my whole entire presentation. That's probably why you sent this card in, isn't it? Even though it is not. Someone could be telling you a story about how their brother died 5 years ago and it cost their family and it was difficult. They had to stand on the corner and sell t-shirts to try and raise enough money or get donations, which is a terrible thing to do and to put your family through. Be responsible. Get life insurance. So when I go through that and I listen to them, because I listen, 2 ears, listen twice, speak once. When I listen to them, I'm able to understand that they, in their life, have experienced pain with burying someone because they did not have insurance. So I'm trying to find that out, right? I'm trying to find that out. And then I'm going to loop back around and say, hey, that's probably why you sent this card in, isn't it? It is. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. And boom, that's when I'm going to go for that. So keep that in mind. Use that phrase. It's going to make you a ton of money. It makes me a ton of money, and it helps me dramatically.